I'm back in the yurt, and this time I'm with the lovely Paula Walsh, who we connected with each other during Wellfest of this year, of 2022, and Paula was one of our speakers. So Paula, can you tell me about your business and what you do?
Yes, so my business is Sambandha, is the name of my business, and the name actually, where that came from, was in Sanskrit. Sambandha means relationship, and part of what I do is helping people to really deepen the relationship they have with themselves, that reconnection to themselves, and then also reconnecting that relationship to the earth, to other people. So I am a transformational self-love coach. So within that, as I say, I'm helping people to really master their inner self through a journey of self-love, to overcome a lot of struggles and pain that people have that we don't realise actually. You know, a lot of these issues that we have, the answer to that is actually that we need more self-love and acceptance, and turning all that focus that we put externally back into ourselves.
So that's sort of like the theory, but
Yeah.
what's the practice? How do you get somebody to recognise their inner self, work with their inner self, and heal their inner self, I suppose?
So what I do, it is more like quite deep therapy. It's a lot of inner child work. So I talk people it down through the body as we start a session, so that it, really helps to connect. And a lot of the trauma and things that have happened to us in this life, but also actually, and depending on your beliefs, we bring through a lot of ancestral and past life trauma as well, which is still held within the body, which is also a factor of those struggles and experiences that we can have. And I'm very much a believer, and through my own experience, that we can't think our way out of our trauma. We have to get into the body and feel it, because that's where we're holding it. It's in the body, and it's in these energy centers that we have. So by talking people out of the mind, down through the body, we can get that connection, so that people will start to experience, we do hold a lot in the throat, because we spend, our whole lives suppressing what we need to say, suppressing those emotions. So it's through my voice, holding that space for people and just prompting those questions to be able to ask people, what is it you're sensing, what is it you're feeling? And then the idea is that we bring in that loving, wise adult us to really go in and meet those little ages of us that, are still in the body, and maybe they're not feeling safe, they're not feeling loved, they're feeling rejected and abandoned, all of these things. But the idea is that we stop giving our power away to external things to save us, because we're actually what we're waiting for, and these little parts of us are what we're waiting for. So it's, in a session, it does go quite deep. You have to be quite open to that inner child work, and really committed to your own personal growth.
Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about how your process has helped a couple of people that you've worked with recently?
Yeah, well, it can help on both, physical and emotional things as well. Obviously, all is part and parcel. But I've had people that have healed back issues, because, we do store a lot of our feeling safe, our security in the lower back. So they've overcome a lot of back issues. I had somebody that felt like they've never been able to breathe properly for 50 odd years of their life through a childhood trauma, that then felt, they could start to breathe properly for the first time. I had somebody recently, after a particular clearing in the throat, was able to wake up the next day not feeling the normal congestion and stuffiness that they feel, which is great. And then I've also had people where it's actually helped their relationship dynamic, where they've maybe been in a relationship where they haven't been in their power, and there's been certain projections and manipulations. it's helped them to, you know, stand in their power more and really be able to speak up for themselves. And obviously, even for me, the process, you know, I certainly wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now or be giving talks, or because I just wouldn't have had the confidence to do that. So, you know, it just helps on so many levels, and, you know, depending as well how deep you want to go with it. You know, for me now, it is my passion, personal growth and transformation, and I want to keep going, you know, with that. So the more that you do commit to that, you know, then the deeper the rewards, really.
So if someone's interested in finding out more and contacting you directly, what do they need to do?
Yeah, well, my website is sambandha.co.uk, so they can have a look more about the services that I offer on there. I do have a couple of special offers at the moment with a single session and the 6 sessions. And also I am going to be offering I do a 3-month program as well, which I call Mastering the Inner Self Through a Journey of Self-Love. And that's a 12-week program which takes people, you know, a lot deeper. I've got lots of videos and worksheets. That also includes one-to-one sessions, group calls. And I'm going to be offering sort of around a third off if people sign up before Christmas, just because I think going into the winter months as well, really time for that inner work and reflection. So I think it's a good time for people to really think about, you know, going a bit deeper and really getting to the root of maybe why they behave the way they do, certain patterns, situations, you know, really wanting to get to what's causing that, what's really behind that, because, you know, ultimately it's about self-acknowledgement, which is, you know, what I really help people to do. So where we have suppressed a lot of these emotions and feelings, it's about how we can speak to ourselves, acknowledge ourselves. So whatever comes up and whatever we're feeling, we're able to give ourselves that comfort.
That's great. And well, one of the things that you mentioned, Christmas is looming, and one of the things we're doing through Birth and Wellbeing is encouraging people to buy better.
Yes.
So for some people, this sort of thing is maybe beyond their personal budgets, particularly at the moment. Everyone's having a tough time. But if it's something that people want, it's kind of, don't be afraid to ask for it as a gift, you know. And we're going to be doing our Christmas catalogue, and hopefully you're going to feature in that as well. And we'll have all the offers in that. And hopefully if someone really, really wants it, you know, they'll be bold enough to put it on their Christmas list, and maybe it's something that people could pull together to give them, because what better gift could you have for Christmas other than well-being, however it's delivered to you. So we shall be doing that as well.
Lovely. And, you know, I would encourage people to reach out anyway, because as we know, you know, maybe with everything else going on in the world at the minute, that, you know, our own personal self-care and self-growth is not necessarily high on the priority list. So, but obviously it's something that's so needed.
Well, thank you for joining me in the yurt today, and
Thank you.
I shall be adding all the details of how people can contact you to the video, and also to the Christmas catalogue, which is coming up in November. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.